Hey, viewers and listeners. This episode today is going to take a look at some of the pre-work that you might consider doing before you book a style analysis or as you're getting ready to step into a style analysis. Because that can be a process that reveals some deep-seated emotions, and it can also touch on some trauma from your past. We just wanted to issue a little bit of a trigger warning for you guys as you head into listening today so that you can take care of you. And we just wanted you to know that we are here with you every step of the way.
Coming up on the Style Rebellion podcast. Everybody has something that is so amazing about them. It's so cool. This is a love letter. It is literally revealing who you are. Everybody's a puzzle. That's why this is my favorite thing in the whole world to do. I love style analysis. I love being able to hand you your love letter and go, this is why you are incredible.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good morning, Blair.
Morning, Erin.
How are you today?
I'm actually really excited. We are doing our very first podcast in our editor's studio.
It's beautiful in here.
It's so beautiful, and they're so funny, and they're so fun.
We've had so much fun setting up this morning and just shooting the shit and
I know,
hanging out.
truly shooting the shit. We were talking about poopery before we got started, and all of our editors and their staff were just like,
Are we
what?
recording yet? We should be recording. If we're not, roll the tape.
We should really record this if we're not recording this. And it totally introduced the members of the staff that hadn't met us yet to us.
Absolutely.
And I was joking that they were probably in their heads like, I don't know who these bitches are, but they are really, what's their podcast? What do they do? And when we told them there was a style podcast, they were probably like, why are they talking about poop?
That's not what we're talking about today,
It's
by
not.
the way, for anyone who's ready to stop listening right now.
It's not. It's not. But I mean, come on. What was that book? Everybody poops.
It's true. It's true. Everyone feels better.
There's the only line that I remember from that book is 1 hump camels poop 1 hump poops. 2 hump camels poop 2 hump poops.
All the moms in the audience know exactly what you're talking
know
about.
exactly
And everyone
what you're
else
talking
is
about.
like,
At this point, if you've listened to any episodes of the podcast, and there are so many people that listen to the podcast that have listened to every single episode, which blows my mind constantly because I'm just like, how the audio was so terrible in the beginning. They know how crazy I am.
yes.
They don't care.
Well, and they also know that raising children brings some comical stories to your life.
They do.
So
That's the one book we actually don't have in my house. Now I'm going to get 43 copies of it now that I've just said that out loud.
That's funny.
Because the listeners do send us stuff a lot.
Well, we'll be sure to pass them around. We'll share the love.
Yes. That's how I got the work bitch hat.
Oh, this is true.
It's because one of the listeners.
Your people come through for you.
They
The people come
do.
through for you.
They do. One of the listeners crowdsourced a work bitch, the Brittany work bitch hat for me.
Which now lives proudly in your studio.
Proudly in the studio on top of the iris glasses.
Love it.
They're so beautiful.
So fun.
Anyway, how have you been?
Oh, man. Well, we survived Christmas break. Kids have gone back to school.
Always a plus.
So I think I'm in recovery mode. I think
Girl.
the resource officer saw me in the parking lot this morning, and I said, I'm really looking forward to getting back to a sense of rhythm and some structure. Hello, classics.
My husband calls my kid. So my kids go to this it's like a private kindergarten and daycare at the same time. And so of course my daughter goes to the private kindergarten and my son goes to the daycare. My husband calls it baby jail. So he cannot wait because it didn't close the whole break except for of course a couple of days for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Day. But he calls it baby jail. He's like, God, I love baby jail.
Well, when you're trying to work from home, it's not necessarily conducive to raising children at the exact same moments of the day.
And he works from home.
Yeah.
And then if there's any days that I have all virtual appointments, I will try to work from home.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
Yeah.
And you being the crazy, amazing woman that you are always either in the car or at your house or at an event or out in the community or
Doing laundry,
my
'cause
god.
I do a lot of that.
Okay, here's what you haven't told people. You dead ass have 2 laundry rooms in your house.
I do. Yes.
You guys, I got to tour Erin's incredible, basically, like, Cape Cod inspired house yesterday.
Yeah.
Summer heaven, number
Yes, for
1.
sure.
Like, you walk inside, all the colors are summer inspired.
Yes.
They're so beautiful. I was like, "Okay, classic. I fucking see you."
Classic, and we haven't done my husband's colors yet, but,
Yeah.
we have some guesses.
Yeah, that we're pretty sure he's a DC. Like, you walk in, you look at her husband, you're like, "Okay, for sure."
Mhm.
And then literally, like, we were on the 2nd floor, and I saw the washer and dryer, and then we walked downstairs and walked into Erin's closet, and I saw another washer and dryer. I was like, "This bitch has 2 laundry rooms."
Yeah, it's a game changer. We built our house, so we had the opportunity to give input and in our first house in Knoxville, our laundry room was way down at the end of a hallway by the garage, so when we had our first baby, it was just a lot of walking back and forth and up and down and all around, and then, when we were waiting for our house to be finished, we had closed on our old house, so we were living on a or in a three-floor townhouse.
No,
So, that we moved
no.
into when I was 37 weeks pregnant with my
Oh
second.
my god, did you live on the 1st floor?
No, the master bedroom was on the 3rd floor.
Fuck that.
So,
I
after
would've
my
lived in the
second
guest room on the 1st
right?
floor. No.
After my second C-section,
Oh my god,
where I left the
Erin.
hospital 33 hours post-op
Oh
because
my
it was
god.
in the middle of COVID.
Jesus.
I was going up and down 3 flights of stairs
What?
multiple times every day. And the
Nightmare.
laundry room was also on the top level in that facility. So, yeah, we had a lot of strong feelings about where laundry needed to be accessible in our current dwelling.
Do you use the laundry room downstairs next to your bedroom, like, for you and your husband's clothing, and then the one upstairs is for the kids?
It's pretty much or the
Genius.
downstairs one is for us and then for all the downstairs activities, so
Oh,
kitchen, pool
Jesus.
towels, things like that, and
My
then the
god.
kids, so when we have guests and we're flipping beds, the upstairs laundry gets done in the upstairs laundry room, and
Living the
it
dream.
just makes, things a lot easier.
Jesus.
Also, laundry is, like, my domestic superpower
It
and
really is.
my, like, system magic that I work in my house, so it makes me a whole lot more efficient, and we all know if there's one thing that I am, it is that.
Classic. Enneagram
So,
1.
yes, sorry. Present and accounted for.
And I honestly have no idea how you aren't the president of the PTA yet. Like, how have you not been the one that created it, honestly, truly?
I mean, I am homeroom mom for but
And Blair takes a sip of her drink.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so what are we talking about today, Blair?
I see you, girl.
I see you.
I
I see
see.
you.
I see you. I see you.
Oh, man. My calendar is currently full.
It's so full. So, what we're going to talk about today is something I'm so excited about. When you and I were running through the episodes that we wanted to talk about, one of the things that I brought up, I said was, there are so many people that sign up for a style analysis and have no idea the pre work that needs to go into it.
Mhm.
And you initially were like, "Oh, yeah, like all the clothes you have to bring and stuff." And I was like, "No, girl, the mental and emotional work
Yeah,
that goes into a style analysis before you get there."
absolutely.
And you were like, "Oh, that would be a really good episode."
Yeah,
And it was like we were off. And I think that actually, when we were doing the planning of all the 6 episodes, like, that was, I think, the one that dominated the most of our conversation.
absolutely.
Because it has tentacles. Like, it just went into so many different
It
avenues.
goes in so many, so many. I mean, when you think about it's not this fun I mean, it is fun, right? It is a
Yeah,
fun thing, but, the way you do style analysis, there is a depth to it, and there
totally.
is a sense of getting to know yourself and maybe learning some things that you either weren't comfortable sharing or didn't even know about yourself. It's very telling, and so coming into it with the right mindset is probably the best way that you can maximize your experience and the results that you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun and exciting because they're meant as a tool to help you really look like you, but if you haven't done the internal work before you get there mentally and emotionally, you are truly setting yourself up for failure.
Well, and figuring out who you are and figuring out how to dress who you are at the same time is a it's a big mission. It's a big task. So when you're able to kind of sit back and take a deeper look at who you are before you start going into how do I dress myself in a way that's authentic,
Yeah.
um, it's a little simpler, a
Yeah.
little less complex,
Yeah.
or a little less scary sometimes, I think.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. I mean, it can be emotionally intense being in a style analysis for a myriad of reasons that a ton of people have never thought of until they're in there
mhm,
and they're in it with me. They'll have issues like of body image that come up for themselves, issues of societal pressures that they never realize that they have, issues of like anticipated outcomes that they were hoping for.
mhm,
And again, like, they don't realize that they felt this way until they're there and they're in it,
mhm.
and it can be a ticking time bomb, and they didn't realize it
Yeah.
beforehand. And so, for those reasons and so many more, if you don't come in with the right mindset and the expectation, it's going to set yourself up for an experience that I don't want you to have.
Yeah.
Because I want you to have the best experience that you possibly can in a style analysis. It's so, so important to me to have you come out with all of this knowledge, this additional knowledge about yourself, this discovery about yourself, because it's you learning more about you,
Absolutely.
right? A lot of people think they're coming in for like cute outfit advice, and they don't realize that what they're actually coming in for is like body infrastructure class.
Yes.
Literally.
Wait, can we just change the name of it to body infrastructure? It's a little wordy.
Yeah, it's body infrastructure, and the reason why I call it infrastructure is because it's repeatable.
Mhm,
There's a reason we have infrastructure, like, for example, whether it's infrastructure for buildings, whether it's infrastructure for Fortune 500 companies, it's because you go in and it's repeatable over and over and over. It's infrastructure. When you know your body type and your essence, dressing yourself is easy because you know your infrastructure. That's what style analysis is. This is your body infrastructure. But if you think you're just coming in for cute outfits,
mhm.
nope, because there's a lot of people that come in and they'll have like an identity reawakening.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared for that, oh God.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So, the first thing that I want to do is I want to talk about what style analysis is not,
Mhm.
and then I want to classify what it is.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Let's
So,
do it.
let's run through the list of what it's not. Because, girl, the misconceptions out there of what style analysis is like crazy. I've had people come in and say crazy shit to me. What did you initially think it was?
Well, so my first exposure to style analysis was in the training that I took.
Mm,
That was as I have honestly shared here, I felt there were some limitations once I got into the application of it.
yeah.
Um, and that was very much just looking at honestly how your body gains weight or like where not necessarily where your trouble area is, but what is the shape of your body and then how do you dress it to kind of minimize the pain point, if you will. And then I think it depends on other places and how some places measure, some people don't. My training was, oh no, don't measure anyone. Because that people don't wanna be measured. And in other places, I've experienced measurements and, gotten pretty close to it, but I had done style analysis before I came to you. So I had an expectation of, "Hey, we're gonna look at some things and figure out the proportions of my body, and probably talk about how I wanted to be perceived in the world
Yeah.
and what that looks like when you start dressing." But because you can tell me if I'm skipping ahead here or not, but I think because you look at the essence component and you
Yeah.
consider who a person's soul is,
Mm.
that there is a greater depth to the way you do style analysis than anything I've ever experienced. Because my previous style analysis, I will say, was probably like between 90 to 95% of the way there in addressing my body type and how I wanted to be perceived in the world. But I lacked some completing information and some completing pieces about how to make the information work together and then work for me.
But also, and please tell me if I'm, like, putting words in your mouth, because when you and I have been shopping together, we've been shopping with our friends, I felt like I've heard you say, "They didn't actually tell me how to dress myself." Like, they didn't actually give me information of, like, "These are the types of dresses you should be looking for. This is the types of prints you should be looking for." Like, they didn't actually give you that information.
There was a there was some, but it was relatively generic, as in you're gonna want to have some structure and some lack of structure, because I am a flamboyant natural, so some things
What?
that are unstructured are important to me, but because of I have the classic, I can do some things that are more tailored and more structured, to give me that balance. But as I tried to figure out how to apply that to myself, I was looking for looser pants, and I had tried on many, many, many of the, like, Chanel kind of lady jackets and the tweed, and nothing was feeling deeply authentic to who I was.
And that's normal. It's really unlike how I made sure to structure the Kibbe pages that are on my website. Because when you come in for your style analysis, one of the things that you receive with me is, okay, I call them the guide space lines, guidelines of your body, where you find out the shirts, the pants, the skirts, the accessories, the scale, the hair, the shoes, the brands that all love you back. And I mean, it goes into detail, not only what loves you back, but also what you should be avoiding. That's
Mhm.
what, like, it goes real into detail.
Yes.
And that is, um, for me, something that I vehemently wanted to do for my clients is
Mhm.
because I wanted it to be something that was, like, so hardcore that they couldn't come back and be like, "I don't know, I couldn't really see anything." I was like, "No, girl, like, it tells you."
It's very specific, and if you know your body type and you haven't gone to explore those pages yet, I highly, highly recommend that you kind of bookmark that as you are starting your exploration into who you are and how you dress your lines.
And I wanted them to be a love letter to body types,
Yeah.
just to be something that people could go to and be like, "Oh my god, thank god a resource." Right? Like, thank god. Now, is it gonna tell you everything, everything, everything? No. No, because that's impossible.
Well, and it's impossible because you have your guidelines, but you have the lines, but then there is so much more complexity to that. And
With
we're
your
gonna do a
essence.
whole nother episode on some of this that we're very excited to
I
talk about
know.
as well. I don't want to give too much of it away now.
I know.
But when you start getting into applying the other elements of what you're going to learn with Blair in a style analysis, that is when you start to really refine and define the the guidelines on your page,
Yeah.
how they're gonna work for you and
Yeah,
serve you
yeah.
best.
Yeah, totally. So, circling back, because you guys know that's exactly what we do. We go down a little tangent, and then we'd be
Circles.
like, "JK, back to what
Come
we're
on
actually
back.
talking about." So, here's the things that style analysis is not, okay? It is not meant to erase your personality,
No.
okay? If we're being completely honest, guys, it's actually here to put you on full ass display.
Yes.
Like, it is meant to, like, dial you up who you are like 100 notches.
Yes, 100%.
Like, we're not erasing anything.
No.
I want you on full display,
No.
okay? It is not judgment based on your past choices
No, not at all.
in any way, shape, or form.
And in some essences, I would say not essences, in some senses, I would say it's almost a freedom from or release from previous choices.
Absolutely, and we're gonna get into, and you are totally nail on the head because 'cause we're gonna talk about that a little bit in based on what style analysis is,
Yeah.
for sure. And when I say there's no judgment based on your past choices, y'all, I mean whether it's style or otherwise.
Mhm.
Because there's some people that can get real in their feels and say, like, "Blair is judging me as a person." Like, no.
Yeah.
Nope, nope. Because essence, when I say it's your soul, they're like, she's judging me as a person. No. In fact, when you come in the studio, one of the things that I tell you is we don't say sorry here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be who you are here
Correct.
because otherwise I can't get your essence correct.
Absolutely.
You have to be you.
And you ask the questions that can feel really hard
Mhm.
in the moment because they are so critical to the complete picture.
Mhm.
But as someone who's walked through it and had the benefit of being the moral support person for somebody else who sat through their analysis, it's done in a way that is very caring and exploratory. I never felt judged for any of the questions that you asked me. I could see where you were headed, like what the end goal in going through certain lines of questioning, if you will. But I never felt like, oh my God, she's telling me I shouldn't do this or shouldn't be this or
Nope.
anything like that.
Nope.
So
I want you to be everything that you are
yeah.
because that is what makes you completely special
Yes.
as a human being. Makes you very special. And that's really important to me
Yeah.
because that's what makes your clothes special for you. So it makes something for you. That's why when I see a piece of clothing for you, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that one, that's for you.
Yeah.
This, as a style analysis, this is not a verdict on your worthiness
Not at
as a
all.
human being. Like like if, for example, if you are a natural, that does not mean that you are a hippie and that you are nasty and you are not worthy of love.
No. No.
Like that is dead. Someone has dead ass said that. She's like,
Correct.
I'm a hippie. That means I'm nasty. No one's gonna love me. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of leaps that happened at one time. That is
Yeah.
not what this is.
Yeah.
No, this is not a verdict on your worthiness.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
And I think that we have allowed society to dictate so much of what is worthy based on certain appearances or sets of appearances that is some of the deep work that
Mm,
has to be undone in you when you are ready to really take off with this.
yep, absolutely. Also, very last thing, a style analysis is not putting you into a social box. It is not trying to tell you who you need to hang out with. It is also not telling you where you need to hang out, right? So just because you are a dramatic with a natural essence does not mean you have to be a theater kid,
Correct.
right? Just because you are a natural with a classic essence does not mean you have to be the PTA mom.
Correct.
You do not have to be the stereotype. You do not have to do anything, right? You do not
Mhm.
have to do anything. However, you will find a reason why you love a lot of the things that you love if you let down your guard and your ego and you go, oh, that's why.
Mhm.
And it turns into self love instead of self loathe.
Correct. Yeah.
And you'll see that stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. And instead of you pushing them off, there can be a moment of embrace.
Yes. As you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, we joined a country club for a hot minute and realized it wasn't for us. We had joined specifically for the pool, and it was very easy to let it go. But just as a true to life example
Yep.
of, you know, my presumably DC husband and his, FNC wife,
Yep.
that seems like, I mean, people tell us all the time, like, are you going to join the country club? And we're
Yeah.
like, no,
No.
not for us.
Nope.
So,
Nope. Because you guys aren't classic enough in that mindset.
correct.
You're just not there. And does that make people that spend their time at country clubs bad? No.
No.
Essence does not have anything to do with morality at all. And a lot of people try to start in their own minds
Hmm.
placing morality on this.
Hmm.
Because you do that, and I say you as potentially people listening
Hmm.
or people that are coming in for style analysis, does not mean that I do that
Yes.
at all. And if you listen, I'm actually one of the least judgmental people about people that you will ever meet. And Erin can talk to you about this. One of our other friends can talk to you about this.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I want you to be exactly who you are because I'm a natural. I love people.
You are.
I'm a people person.
You are, but the more honest people are able to be with themselves and with you, the more people have been able to step into or begin walking through or have healed from their own experiences with their own trauma or their own perceived traumas, the more that you are able to really dive into what is really you. In fact,
Agreed.
was talking to you just this morning about a friend who I think would love style analysis, would benefit greatly from it.
Mm,
And I said, I think it would be so interesting to sit there and listen to her talk about the words
mm,
of how you want to be perceived, with knowing that there didn't have to be a filter for anyone or anything around her. There
mm,
didn't have to be any protection or any guard, that it could just be authentic and free, and just what might come of that.
mm. Absolutely. Let's talk about what style analysis is.
Okay.
Okay, let's pivot to that. Here's what style analysis actually is, you guys. It is a love letter to your body and your personality. And I truly mean that.
I Yes, and I think I have experienced that. I remember saying to you that I have spent my entire life trying to, like, hide my shoulders or make them fit into things or lessen them by wearing things with narrower seams or um, close lines, and to be able to let that go. Not only do am I so much more comfortable all the time,
Yeah.
it's really, I mean, to approach it as that's my superpower. That's what makes my body special. And now I can step into the value that that brings to me, and really, like, just a sense of joy and excitement when it comes to getting dressed.
I love that. And one of the things that we hear all the time online, a lot of the comments that we get is, I love seeing Blair compliment people in the videos and how they genuinely light up.
Mhm.
Because I really mean it.
Yeah.
Because every single body type has something that is so incredible. Like, whatever your superpower is, I want to be every body type. I
Yes.
want to be everybody because everybody has something that is so amazing about them. It's so cool. This is a love letter. It is literally revealing who you are. Everybody's a puzzle. That's why this is my favorite thing in the whole world to do. I love
Mhm.
style analysis. I love being able to like hand you your love letter and go, this is why you are incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too. I love it. It is a language that helps you unlock your style code. I give you words. A lot of people come to me with the why. Some of them have previously worked with stylists who are not great communicators
Mhm.
when it comes to being able to say, well, this is why this works on you. That's one of what I think is the things that I've been blessed with, is being able to look at my clients and say, okay, well, this is why this article of clothing doesn't love you back. This is why you are too beautiful for it.
I can comment to that firsthand. And that, for me, that knowledge is as important, and that understanding is as important as knowing what my style ID is. Like, realizing that I can't do the narrow seams because it makes me look constricted and restricted, and then it makes the sleeves hit funny, and then I'm got, like, bunches here, and I'm wiggling, and I'm uncomfortable. But if I just let that go, I'm free to be who I am.
And it's so gorgeous. Your width is so incredible. It's what makes you a supermodel. It's like the reason why you get to be the most stunning woman on the face of the planet. Like, I'll hate you. Style analysis. It is a replicable blueprint for your body's style infrastructure. Okay. So, one of the things that y'all know that I do for you is I will say the exact same thing over and over and over in different ways so that it can hit in different ways for different people. Because some people just need to hear the exact same thing in a different way for it to like make sense to them.
Mhm.
So, like I said earlier, this could be your body's blueprint. Well, this is literally it's a replica blueprint. It's your infrastructure. the thing that is something that you are going to be able to do over and over and over again, because once you understand how that stuff works together, how your rules and your lines and whatever you wanna call it, how the lines work on your body, your piece of chicken, and then the vibe of your clothes, your essence, how that flows together. Y'all, you do that over and over and over again, your closet becomes garanimals. Literally. You put your colors in there too, everything works together. That's one of the things that when we were in Erin's closet yesterday, she was like, "Well, what do I wear with this?" I just kept picking out tops. And when we were using like the Ralph Lauren skirt, I
Mhm.
was like, "Well, with this, you could wear this top and this top and this top and this top and these shoes and these shoes and these shoes." And we were literally using the skirt and just picking out different color tops because they all work because it's all in your season.
Yes.
It's all your essence.
Yes, and I bought the skirt because it's a very, like, classic plaid, but it's a long, flowy linen, almost maxi length because, nothing's quite maxi length when you're 6 feet tall. Uh, but every color
Supermodel.
in the plaid is in my home color season. So, I could truly have 5 to 7 different shirts that would all work with that. And just and then rotate everything else based on the vibe that you want. We put on one shirt and I said, "I wanna wear this with, like, cute sneakers and a hat." Like, we put on another shirt and I was like, "This is total clam bake vibes." And it's just fun to when you get to a point where things in your closet are working together and you can start taking some of the decision fatigue
Yep,
and frustration out of for me, it was feeling like everything had to be in a specific outfit.
yep.
But when you can start to mix and match and play, and you start to feel some confidence in that, it's life changing.
And this is not, guys, like, it's light years away. This is not like it's super hard. It's really not. This is why I tell you it's gonna take you about 6 to 12 months after you have your style analysis to get there, to start, like,
Mhm.
understand the lines and the rules of, like, your body type and understanding how your essence plays with that. It's supposed to take that long. You're rematrixing your brain to understand all of this stuff. It doesn't mean that you messed up or that you're not smart enough or guys, this is you're just learning new things.
Yes.
You're doing a great job.
And you're gonna find yourself leaning back into certain things
Old
that you have
habits.
leaned into before,
Yeah,
but now you're equipped with the tools to say, "I can accept that for what it is and leave it right here because I know that if I take it home, I'm not gonna wear it because I
XYZ.
have bought this before or that doesn't honor my lines," and then you can leave it behind for the person who's meant to wear it.
Exactly. Right? And we're gonna talk about that in a second of like there's gonna be some things that you love that don't love you back. But being able to say why in your brain and, like, know why and go, "It's fine. I can look at the menu and appreciate the menu and love the menu, but I don't have to order,"
Yes,
is so powerful,
absolutely.
right? Like, I walk every week, I walk through stores with clients where I have the ability to love on and touch all of these different types of garments that I am well aware are not for my body type or essence.
Mhm.
It doesn't stop me from looking at the menu and loving on the menu.
No, not at all, and you'll even say as you touch the clothes, "This would be so great for this body type.
I
This would be
do,
so great for this body type."
all the time.
I mean, there were some beautiful things that I tried on, and they looked like pajamas on me
They
because the
did.
essence was wrong.
It was
The clothing was stunning,
incredible.
but the essence was wrong, and it looked like pajamas instead of
Mhm.
something that I would dress up in.
Yeah,
So
like, you needed to be ethereal in some way to wear some of these things, or you need to
mhm,
be gamine in another way, or you need to be more of soft in another way. Yeah, there
yeah,
was just some things that just weren't for you. And it's understanding that and not looking at it as a failure on your part, but just going, I'm just too beautiful for this
mhm,
and putting it away.
yeah, yeah,
It's fine.
yeah. There are very few little drops of yin in me, if there are any at all.
You
So,
balance, boo boo.
yes, indeed,
The
indeed.
very last thing that style analysis is this is a style tool for alignment. Let's talk balance, you
Mhm.
classic. Alignment between your body and your soul.
Yes.
This is how you learn the alignment between those 2 things.
Mhm.
Imagine understanding how you bring alignment between your body and your soul outward and show that to people. That's what style analysis is. Now, I'm dead ass aware that that sounds so woo woo. I
It
get it.
it
But
it totally
imagine that.
does, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, "But it's exactly spot on." And
That's what it
I
is.
mean, you guys, the listeners know that we were in Palm Springs
Yeah.
in earlier this fall,
While
and
you were creeping.
while I was creeping, while I was the scary lady in the back of the videos, "Hey, it's me." I'm trying not to be seen. Apparently, I need to give
So
a
funny.
master class in how not to get in
Oh my god, so
the
good.
background of videos. Anyway, all that to say, the line for me, for that week, other than "This is the last one in the world," was, "My classic is so classic."
Yeah.
I had no idea how
Purple
much
label, you
the
needed to go.
the classic
Yeah.
needed to be expressed
Yeah.
in me, and how even when I try to lean too far into natural,
Yep.
it starts to feel inauthentic. So, there we go.
Yep. Yep. It was really fun how we were literally about to leave the Ralph Lauren store until we found the small but mighty purple label section. And that's where we found the few pieces that were for Erin
Yeah,
that are so stunning.
yeah. And even in the pieces that we left behind, there was a lot of valuable information about how classic my classic was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, or is really.
Oh,
It's present tense.
oh, we learned so much in
We
that
learned
Lorenz
so
store. It
much.
was
Yeah.
so good. It was so good. Okay, let's talk about why style feels so personal to us as people,
Mhm.
like the psychology behind
Yeah.
it, because there's some people that I'm sure that are listening and are like, "Jesus, this is such a feely episode." Like, what why do some people feel so deeply about style? Okay, cool. Great question. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, a lot of us tie our clothes to feelings of number 1, our identity. We think our identity is tied to our clothes. Like,
Mhm.
for example, I want to look like me. If I don't look like me, I don't feel like me.
Correct.
Okay. Number 2, we'll tie clothes to feelings of belonging. If I don't dress like everyone else, no one's going to like me.
I'm just thinking of my freshman year of high school when Jenko jeans were like a thing and every single person wore them.
Girl, right? Value. We tie our clothings to feelings of value. If I don't look put together, I'm worthless.
Yeah. Co voyage in
Classics.
that.
Girl, right? Femininity or even masculinity.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Right? Women need to look more feminine. Looking masculine is gross. Or for men, the other way around. You have to look masculine. Looking feminine is disgusting. Right? That happens every single day to people. They are told you cannot have this middle ground.
Mhm.
Okay. Also, we tie our clothing to feelings of safety. This one is so big, you guys. If I dress more feminine, I'll attract unwanted attention from men and I won't be safe.
Yeah.
That happens to a lot of my romantics.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
can
them.
see that.
A lot of them.
I
And
can see that.
so many light bulbs just went off in our audience's head. I saw it went off
Yeah,
in
well,
your
and I
head. You
have
were
0
like,
romantic in me at all, and I'm sitting there thinking about the lines of their body and the fabrics that honor them and how sensual, and you even say, like, if you wanna touch it, it's probably for a romantic. And that can feel uncomfortable when you don't have any sort of deep-seated trauma that needs to be unpacked or released, but when you layer that in there too, absolutely. I can see that.
and there are, I'm not going to say all, but quite a few of my romantic clients that have had their bodies idolized
Mhm.
a lot of their lives because they do have the hourglass. They
Mhm.
have been sex objects.
Mhm.
They have been catcalled. They have been, unfortunately, they have been molested. They have had just horrific things happen to them in
Mhm.
the past. And safety can become a huge issue for them.
Yeah.
And if you never thought about that, There's a lot of light bulbs that just went off for people in the audience.
Yeah.
They're probably like, holy shit, Blair. Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Style feels so personal to a lot of people also because of there's childhood messaging to adolescence to adulthood. So,
Mhm.
in my experience, again, this is my experience, different generations have been told stories in their childhood that have shaped the foundations of how they see themselves. It's basically pillars of who we are.
Okay, tell me some more about that.
So, for example, they've carried these stories into adulthood, adolescence, right, up to adulthood, and they even pass it down to their kids. So, it was something I was, like, talking about a little bit at dinner last night. Like, for example, it's baby boomers. They're raised by the great generation, right? What they were told is, "You have to look thin or muscular.
Mhm.
You have to." Hard emphasis on this.
Mhm.
Hard. "You have to look pretty and put together, or you have to look handsome and put together,"
Mhm.
right? Do not look masculine if you're a woman. Do not look feminine if you were a man.
Mhm.
And this is, like, deeply rooted as pillars, as foundations in their mind. And the way that that's expressed, for example, is I will see clients that are baby boomers. When I'm out shopping with them, they'll say, "This doesn't make me look thin."
Mm.
If they're a natural, they'll say, "I don't wanna look wide."
Because it doesn't fit the social construct
In their mind.
that they yeah.
I've seen baby boomers come in with their Gen X or their millennial children, and they'll say things like, "Suck in your tummy." Or when they're in pants, they'll turn to the side and be like, "Oh, you got a little pooch there." And they don't mean to be mean about it. They don't even think they know, they hear themselves. But there's this, like, deep-rooted foundation. Imagine it's like the foundation of a
Mhm.
house. It's a
Yeah.
pillar that they've built in their mind that has been implanted from their parents, right? For example, when I'm shopping with them too, they'll even say things like they'll have on something beautiful, and they'll go, "Where would I even wear this?" I'm like, "To the supermarket, to HEB, 'cause it's Tuesday. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're the reason you wear it. You're the occasion. Wear your nice shit."
Yeah.
That's actually something I told my daughter the other day. She is obsessed with the nice dress that we bought her for
Mhm.
the photo shoot for our Christmas photos.
Yeah.
She's worn it so many times to school. I don't care. I'm gonna let her, 'cause she's the occasion.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Baby girl, wear it.
Yeah.
That's your clothes. I'm not making you save that for save it. For what?
Yeah.
For what? You're the occasion. Wear your clothes. Wear the good shit.
Yeah.
And the baby boomers have this, like, they have this deep-rooted feeling of, like, there's this shame
Yeah.
that they are just not enough. They're never good enough. That's been my experience,
Yeah.
okay? Gen Xers, they were raised by the boomers. And same thing a lot with the millennials, raised by the boomers,
Mhm.
okay? You have to look thin or muscular, and they were raised by moms with eating disorders.
Mm.
The boomers came in with eating disorders,
Yeah.
right? And I co-voyage with this as a mother that had an eating disorder.
Mm.
We have a friend
Mhm.
who talks a lot about her mom had probably like having an eating disorder
Yeah.
when she was younger. A lot of us that were millennials or Gen Xers because they were baby boomers and they were told, "You have no worth unless you're thin and you're
Mhm.
pretty."
Yeah, and I mean, I think some of that even that trickled down into our generation
We're gonna talk
as
about
well.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. That's up next, dude. Okay? You have to look thin. And we heard it from society, we heard it from our moms with eating disorders, right? You have to look pretty and put together and handsome. Don't look masculine. But for the Xers, that part was more cultural,
Mhm.
right? That wasn't necessarily from their parents. That was really more cultural of like if you were in the African American community or if you were in, like, the Hispanic community, for them, it was like, "You have to be more feminine, you have to be more masculine." That and again, this is my experience working with these clients of, like,
Mhm.
different ethnicities.
Yeah.
When it comes to millennials, okay, we were told one thing really, really specifically that's been hard and different for us, which was, of course, we had the "you gotta look thin," and that's from, of course, society telling us this and moms telling us this with eating disorders, but also we were told, "Follow your dreams, and you gotta look real good while you do it."
Mhm.
But we had no help on how to do that.
Yeah.
At least the baby boomers had, like, their parents that looked nice, right? We had the great generation that looked nice. They had tailoring, they understand how to do it.
Yeah.
So they were taken care of a little bit. The Xers, they're wishy-washy on that.
Mhm.
Some of them had help, some of them didn't. Millennials, we were toast. None of us, like very, very, very few of us
Yeah.
had the help of like, "Yeah, here you go. This is how you dress yourself. This is how you do it." Like, I just felt
None.
like the baby boomer parents did not do that for us.
Yeah.
Again, this is my feeling. A lot of you guys could feel differently if you do.
Well, and simultaneously, you have the rise of the internet, and you you have the rise of fast fashion, and you have the rise of all of these different movements that impacted us in buying more and buying less expensive
Totally.
and having endless opportunities to see what other people were doing, and then as social media came on board, seeing what people show you
Yep.
that they seem to be doing, whether or not
Yep.
they're actually, what level of truth there is behind that.
Yeah.
And so the feedback is endless
100%.
about everything that you should or shouldn't be or how you should look. And even now, I mean,
Social media.
with stylists and trendsetters and all the Amazon
Crazy.
influencers of this is,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah.
Jesus. Another well, and just to, like, piggyback on that, like, style can feel so personal because of do you remember the, like, body image and the cultural expectations when we were younger? And I was just, like, writing all of this stuff down as I was thinking about it on the plane yesterday. America's Next Top Model,
Mhm.
okay, Trim Spa with
Mhm.
Anna Nicole, Metabolife,
Mhm.
Atkins,
Yeah.
that fucking TV show, The Swan. Where they literally took people and made them not even look like
Yeah.
themselves anymore,
Yeah.
like head to toe makeovers.
Yeah.
You didn't even look like you anymore.
Yeah.
Head to toe,
Yeah.
okay?
I remember listening to a training for people in youth ministry,
Yeah.
and there was a kind of case study on the female celebrity singer, and they put pictures of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Jessica Simpson and Mandy Moore, and they basically talked to youth leaders in churches about how the girls that they were gonna be interacting with were being groomed and primed to feel that they had to look just like those girls. It's fascinating.
It is fascinating. I mean, it's not wrong. Um, there's no easy there's no good way for me to pivot back to this
Yeah,
story. Sorry, girl.
it's okay.
Um, this is just a story from the time, and I have no idea if you have, like, a story of, like, yours that's close to this, but this is from my mom when I was, like,
Mm,
in middle school.
yeah.
Y'all, Janet used to send me to middle school with, like, Slim Fast, a cheese bar, and applesauce for lunch in my lunchbox because she refused to have a fat kid.
Hmm,
Refused. Like, didn't want that in any way, shape,
yeah,
or form. Because to her, it was more appalling to have a fat kid than it was to have anyone's opinion that you were starving your child.
yeah,
And that I mean, that's a sign of the times,
yeah.
right? Like, I mean, imagine I couldn't even imagine doing that to Genevieve.
No,
Like, could you imagine? I couldn't I dead ass, I bet the school would call me and probably call CPS first.
possibly,
Do you know what I mean?
possibly.
But, like, no.
Yeah,
You kidding? Back in 2000, they were like, "Oh, no. Don't worry about it."
yeah,
Like, no.
yeah,
That I mean, America's Next Top Model,
100%.
right? crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's less than a 500-calorie lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, that maybe was 400 calories.
Right, and then you're thinking about, well, the nursing background in me thinks about the calorie burn of all of the learning that you're doing and just, like, the glucose metabolism that comes with learning and how you have to fuel your brain and how your brain can't learn and function when it's deprived of nutrition, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, half of me
But
literally
also be smart and be successful and get good grades.
yeah, pay attention while you literally have no energy to
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
Um, Part of me literally wonders how any of us survived, like, having any kind of mother or aunt or whatever that was telling us that, like, we were ugly. How we became, like, successful women or men or adults because, like, that can be enough to just completely shut you down
mhm,
as a person.
yeah,
Like, that's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy. So, quote unquote, truth about our bodies. So, once you have like a style analysis, okay, hearing the truth about your body, it can trigger grief or defensiveness in you. Happens way more often than you'd
yeah,
think. Okay. This is why style, another part of why style is like such a big deal for people. And here's what I mean by that. Someone finds out they're a romantic. They think that they have to dress more revealing. Oh, I'm a romantic. I have to dress more revealing. I'm not going to be safe for men.
yeah,
Or I'm not going to, I'm going to look more slutty.
yeah,
Soft gamine. Oh, I have to have soft gamine. I have to dress more feminine. Or I'm a flamboyant gamine. I have to dress more masculine. I'm a dramatic. I have to dress scary. I'm a natural. I have to be a hippie.
yeah,
Like the people get real sad or real defensive about that because they come in with preconceived notions
absolutely.
about what a body type or essence is.
Yes.
And they're not, they come in with bias instead of curiosity.
That's a very good way to put that. That's a very good way to put that.
They also are attaching morality to appearance. And this is what I mean by that. People often will come in and say, well, dramatics are bad because they're too much.
Mm.
In essence, dramatics are too much. Gamines, gamines are also bad because they're too much. They're too out there. They're too flamboyant. They're too boisterous. They're
Yeah.
too creative. They're too loud. Naturals. Naturals are bad because they're hippies. Right? Classics, well, they're good because they're calm. Or they're bad because they're boring.
Mm,
Okay. Romantics. Ooh, well, they're good because they're perfection. Or they're good because they're beautiful. Or they're bad because they're slutty.
yeah.
Right? Ingenues. Oh, they're good because they're pure.
Yeah.
Because they're princesses. They're bad because they're dumb. They're bad because they're ditzy.
Yeah.
Right? Ethereals. Oh, they're good because they're angels. They're good because it makes me special.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of
Yeah.
women, oh, girl, we already talked about this in an episode. There's a lot of women out there that are like, I'm ethereal. I'm like, you're just a white woman. And that makes so many people angry. I I don't care if you're mad.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I stand by that statement. Just because you're pretty does not make you ethereal.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
There has to be something real special about you that makes you ethereal, like real special. And a lot of people are like, Blair, can you qualify that? No, that's why you're ethereal. There is
Yes.
something really
Yeah.
otherworldly about you. You look like you are from another time, another place, another planet.
And the handful of people with true ethereal essence that you have shared about, not all of them are angelic.
Nope. Nope. One is a siren. She looks like she could lure you to your death,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
One is Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
She lives in Australia, and literally she's so fucking cool. She printed out or cut out, I can't remember what she said, this, like, photo of a forest, like a conifer like a forest that looks like an old world forest from, like, Sword in the Stone or something, and basically said that she looks at it and she's like, "What I'm wearing, would it have come and been forged and made in that forest? If the answer is no, it doesn't go on my body."
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct, girl.
Yeah.
'Cause it doesn't look right unless it looks like it came from that forest on her.
And it's
She's
so
Puck.
powerful to know that and to have that checkpoint as you're going through your style decisions
Yep,
and the things that you're buying.
yep, yep. I have my Alebrije, right, from Coco. She's super, like, fun and crazy colors, and she's sparkly, and, like, she has to wear everything that's, like, ostentatious and theatrical,
Yeah.
right? I've got my vampire.
Mhm.
I've got my Diana, my goddess of the hunt.
Yeah.
She's got just, like, the wild eyes and the big hair. And now I have my star. I have my celestial.
Yeah.
Amazing. So cool. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, they're just they're all different.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's different.
Yeah.
I've never had an ethereal that's the exact same.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Just because 'cause you're pretty doesn't make you ethereal. Sorry. Not sorry.
Don't
Go
apologize.
be a romantic. There are clients, because of style, they'll arrive subconsciously wanting to be something because it's that
Mm.
bias. They really wanna be something. They wanna be validated as being something. So what I mean by that
Yeah.
is, for example, they really wanna come in being validated as smaller.
Yeah. I'm thinking the exact opposite in my head of how many people come in with a just deathly fear that they are gonna be
Yep.
something that they don't wanna be
Yeah.
for really, like, very similar reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, they arrive wanting to be validated as, for example, smaller. "Oh, gamines are tiny and petite. I wanna be gamine." Right? I'm not a natural, so I'm not wide.
Yeah.
Right? That's a terrible thing to be putting on there. They like, you don't you naturals are supermodels, number 1. Are you kidding me? That width is stunning. So
Mhm.
how dare you? They want to be validated as, like, softer or more delicate, right? They want that curve. They want someone to tell them, like, "Yeah, girl, you got that curve," right? Or they wanna have yin essence.
Mhm.
They wanna be an ingenue or a romantic or the ethereal.
I keep trying and it's just not happening.
Bitch, you get jumpsuits. Shut up, you get jumpsuits. Stop it. Nobody feels bad for you, Erin.
I don't want anyone to feel bad for me, but there is a piece of my soul that desperately wants to have romantic essence
I know,
somewhere inside of me, and every
I know,
time I'm reminded that it's not there,
I know.
and it's okay, but I co-void deeply in that.
No one feels bad for you, you get
I I'm
jumpsuits.
not asking you to feel bad for me in my
I
jumpsuit.
don't feel bad for you, supermodel.
I'm trying to validate the people in the audience, okay? Moving on.
Nobody feels bad for you, supermodel. Cry me a bucket of
I
tears
don't need
walking
your
down the
sympathy.
runway. I don't feel bad for you. But, like, you for example, and this is truly where I'm, coming back to reality. I was thinking about you when I wrote this part of it because I was like, "Yeah, there's the FNs that are coming." They're like, "Please, God, tell me I have a curve. Please just tell me I'm soft dramatic, soft natural, soft classic,
I
soft
want to emphasize the waist that's
gamine,
not there.
TR, romantic." You're like, "Please tell me I have a fucking curve." Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
you guys,
yeah.
right? There are people that would love to be told that they are more dramatic or more ethereal because to them, that makes them more interesting or more special,
Mhm.
right? There are people that want to be told they're more normal. This is another reason there's
Mm.
people that love to be told they're classic,
Yep.
is because they're like, I'm classic, so I'm normal. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Normal. Or, for example, less boring. The complete opposite. I'm not a classic, so I'm not boring.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you guys, style analysis reflects reality.
Yeah.
This is not a fantasy. I
No.
am not here for you to pay me to tell you things that you want to hear. This doesn't change you.
If that is what you want, this is you
Yeah,
are not their person.
I can dead ass tell you the person that you should go to for that. If you want somebody to like tell you like that, hey, this is what I want
Yeah.
to be, I got that person for you.
Yeah.
Email us. Style analysis doesn't change y'all. what it really does is it reveals who you are. And sometimes we are dead ass not prepared for what that reflection says.
No.
Things can go sideways
Yeah.
in a session. So let's talk about the disconnect between that. So here's what some clients think will happen. They'll think that it's a fun dress up experience. They're like, oh, this is going to be so fun. I'm going to dress up in outfits and Blair's going to tell me what to change about them. And this is going to be super easy. No, nope. You have to come prepared with a curiosity about
Yeah.
yourself and excited about that.
And sometimes you gotta bring your thinking cap and your running shoes and
For real.
and some snacks along the way because there are things that will be mind-blowing
Hmm.
that are gonna take a hot minute for you to wrap your head
You
around.
got to be open minded. Got to be open minded. I'm not telling you that you have to love it all. I'm just telling you, you got to be open to the experience.
Yeah. And I think those things that you don't love are incredible information points if you allow them to be.
Dead ass. It can change your life if you find out that you don't have a curve on the bottom you thought you did, but you do not, and you need a drop waist dress and you've never put one on in your entire life.
I release myself from the need to wear a belt.
Dead ass. And then you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No wonder I love those pants in 7th grade.
Yeah.
It totally happens.
Yeah.
Um, people think, peeper,
Sure.
peeper, people think that they are coming in for quick answers, quick ones.
Mhm.
This is a big one, you guys. If you think you are coming in for quick answers, mhm, they're like, I will immediately leave and I will know everything about myself and I will wake up tomorrow pulling everything into practice.
Yeah.
No,
Good luck with that. You'd be real tired.
nope. That is not how this works. Not even a little bit. Not even 1/100th of a
And
bit.
I would say even if you come in
Nope.
with a pretty good idea of what you are and it turns out to be that you are correct, it's still gonna like, I walked in knowing that I had to be between 2, maybe 3, but probably realistically 2 things. And so it was confirmatory to that, but the learning that went along with that confirmation was significant.
You're going to walk out with an excessive amount of information. You have to let that settle. This is supposed to be a blast,
Yeah.
but you got to just be curious about
Yeah.
it. Okay. A lot of people think they're going to come in with like this ability to have like this affirmation about what they think their current style is. Right. They're like, I'm going to go in and Blair's just going to tell me that I'm doing everything right. Nothing else needed.
Save your money.
Mm, I think I'm a natural, so I'm dressing like a natural. They're a romantic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just happened,
Yeah.
right? That like blew her mind,
Mhm.
blew her mind. And I was like, here's what I want you to do. And I talked to her about her collarbone and she was like, oh my God. Right. Or, for example, one of my favorites, my Pinterest board with pins of my favorite clothes will fit everything the style analysis says for my body type and essence.
No, but what you will learn to do is appreciate that a lot of those pins are for somebody else,
Yep.
and that you can figure out what you like about it that is actually going to work
I
for
call
you.
it tri bond.
Yeah.
I call it tri bond because once you know your body type and your essence and you understand the superpowers of them, oh my gosh, you're able to look at those boards with such fresh eyes. You're like, "Ah, no wonder I love all of that stuff. It's because this photo is based off of the rules because I love that shirt, but this photo is based off of my essence because I have a gamine essence or whatever." Like, you just look at this completely differently. I'm not telling you to get rid of the Pinterest boards, you guys. I'm just telling you, like, some of it will be for you, some of it will not. Heads up. Last but not least, you'll have people that are like, she'll be able to find ethereal in there somewhere. Nope. Here's what's actually happening when you're in the style analysis. There are a lot of people that have what I call the identity reawakening.
Yeah.
Oh, man. These are amazing when this happens. Like, this is when the waterworks happen. This is when all the light bulbs go off. This is when, like, this is my jam. This is why I got into this. This is the therapy part of style analysis. This is, for me, why I'm different
Yeah.
than every single other anyone that does a style analysis. Because when you are reawakening who you are, for example, if you are Gamine, body type or essence, they're the creatives. And a
Mhm.
lot of people are like, oh, they're the artists. You don't have to paint
Yeah.
or to be musician or something like
Yeah.
that. These are literally the people that once they remember their creative sides that they've been pushing down, and I tell them like, "Hey, it's okay to be this. And in fact, in order for you to get your style right or for you to heal as a
Mhm.
person, I need you to bring that back.
Yeah.
And I need you to start working on this more than you ever have."
Yeah.
It completely changes who you are because they need to reconnect to that.
Yes.
I'll give you a really good example. One of my clients found out she was Gamine, and I hadn't told her body type yet. And I said, "What kind of art do you do?" And she looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, "I know you're creative. How are you creative?" And it was home decorating.
Mm.
And I said, "What was it when you were little?" And she like stopped and she thought and she started crying. And she goes, "I haven't thought about this in so long. When my mom and I would take trips across the country, I would sit in the back of our van and we had this huge like foam board that she created for me. And I had all of these little like pieces that essentially I created weddings. Like I actually
Mhm.
was the event planner. And
Mm.
so I would create the ceremony space and the reception space and all, and she would do that for hours as they traveled. And she created all these different weddings, and she would, like, make with crafts, like, all of the decorations that were, like, doll-sized when she was little bitty.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
would do that, and she, like, hadn't remembered that,
Mm.
and no wonder she was so creative as an adult, like, you already have that in when you start to hearken back, and that's just an example of one gamine,
Yeah.
right? There's for gamines, you guys, that's for them, they have to be creating because if they don't, I call it losing their muchness. There's another example of a gamine that, like, she's one of my lawyers, and her entire house was so beautifully decorated, but she was like, "I feel horrific in my clothes, and I don't know
Mhm.
why." It's because you are art, and
Yeah.
you're not allowing yourself to be the artwork that you literally curate in your own household. You need to be curating yourself too.
Yeah.
And that, like, never occurred to her. And now that she started curating herself, it's like
Yeah.
she's a whole different person. When you do that, it reconnects you to who you are.
Mhm.
Whether you're classic, you're dramatic, you're
Mhm.
gamine, you're ethereal, you're romantic, you're ingenue, you're coming back into who you are.
Yeah.
It's like coming home. It's an old pair of shoes that fits
Mhm.
perfectly.
Yeah.
The muchness isn't too much.
No, not when it's exactly who you are.
And when you are who you are, people can feel that.
Absolutely.
They can also feel when you're faking it.
Correct.
You're only too much when you're faking it, and you're also only too much for the people that aren't prepared.
Mhm. But that's not
Your problem.
correct.
It's not your problem.
You don't have to worry about that.
It's not your problem.
Yeah.
Um, what else is happening is your ego defense activation.
Hmm.
So people freaking out. So some people can freak out and go, "Well, you just told me that I'm ugly and that my clothes are ugly." No.
No.
Number 1, you're not ugly. Number 2, if I said your clothes were ugly, I didn't call them ugly. If you might have said they were ugly and I probably agreed with you. If
That's different.
That's different. Also, Erin, what do I say to people?
You're too beautiful for that.
That's correct. You are too beautiful for XYZ.
Yeah.
You're too beautiful for that shirt. You're too beautiful for those pants. You're too beautiful for that dress.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I've never looked at somebody and been like, "You look terrible in those pants."
Those are awful. No.
Like you're too beautiful for
Yeah.
those. I'm not telling you have to get rid of them. I'm just telling you, like, you too pretty.
Yeah.
You're too pretty. You deserve better.
And then you also say, if that's a dopamine piece for you, let it be a dopamine piece, right?
Dead ass. Or, for example, there's also the people that are like, I don't want to be that body type or essence because I have preconceived notions about it. And they don't know that they have preconceived notions, but they don't want to be
I
that.
didn't want to be boring.
Yeah.
That's that. And I don't feel like I'm boring, but I definitely have moments when I'm looking at very classic pieces where I'm like, okay, but that feels a little boring, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Dramatics are afraid that, they'll be too much. Um, that, they can't be soft because they have to be all angles.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Classics are like, "Oh, it'll be boring," right? We already went through all that stuff earlier, but, like, yeah,
Yeah.
they also have this, like, loss of illusion or what we call, like, the aspirational identity that's happening because there's a restructuring. Like, for example,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "I wanted to be X, but I found out that I was Y." Like, "I wanted to be a romantic, but I found out that I am a natural,"
Mm-hmm.
right? And now their world is collapsing.
Yeah.
Collapsing. Like, I have clients that wanted to be classics or naturals, and they find out they're gamines, and they are losing their ever-loving mind.
Yeah.
Losing it, freaking out, like, "Oh my god." Like, just because 'cause you're gamine doesn't mean you have to dress insane.
Well, and it doesn't change your identity.
Correct.
Like you're still you.
Yeah,
You just now have the guidelines to look at your body and to dress it in a way that honors it, that allows the you to shine a little bit brighter and a little bit bolder.
totally.
And that's electric. Like that's it's magnifying. When you
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Examples, okay? Let's talk about gamines. The people that start freaking out about gamines are like, "But I don't wanna dress insane." I'm like, "Number 1, these are the people that make people believe in fashion.
Yeah.
Are you joking? I would die to be a gamine."
Right.
Number 2, let's talk about what makes them special, staccato.
Yeah.
We just put you in different colors on top and bottom.
Yes.
I'm not telling you that you have to dress in large prints and crazy colors, no.
Yeah.
What if it's just the fact that we make sure that we honor your body by always
Right.
putting you in staccato?
Right. I mean, I think I'm hearing the two lines of like, it's a box, you're a box, we're a box, and fitted, feminine, and small,
Yeah,
right?
everybody breathe.
Just because it's fitted, feminine, and small doesn't mean it has to be like, it doesn't have to be like small little gremlins like dancing on your shirt. Like it can be a fitted, feminine, and small, and be something that's absolutely stunning.
If someone can tell me where to find a Gremlins dancing shirt, please, um, DM the inbox.
Size medium. Um,
Probably 1X for me, thanks. Yeah. Find the Gremlin shirt, everyone.
if not, somebody make it, please.
Yeah, please. I mean, get on that. Yeah, 100%. You're so right. That's exactly what it is.
Sorry, I'm like now picturing little like Furbies dancing around shirts.
Those mofos are gremlins. You are not wrong. You are not wrong,
My
girl.
daughter got this little gift. So when she was one of my colleagues gave me a baby gift for her. And I don't even remember what type of like stuffed animal it was, but from then that moment on it was known as hedgehog monkey because had, like, hedgehog-looking fur on the backside, but
Jesus.
it had, like, the craziest face, and I hate the, like, big-eyed
They're so
stuffies, they're
scary.
so creepy.
They're so
So,
scary.
I hid it in a closet for a really long time, and then she found it, and she thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Oh,
So she
no.
carried around Hedgehog Monkey for a very long time. I don't know what happened to it,
So,
but
I too have a Furby story. When when I was, like, 12, my cousin and I broke my, like, 8-year-old cousin's Furby, and he decided that he was gonna put it in their, like, air return or something that was, like,
sounds like an
where the
ill-advised
hot
idea.
water heater was, and so he put it in there, and it was like, and as it was making this noise, it literally reverberated around the entire house, so all the adults are like, "What the hell is that?" And all you could hear for 3 hours as the batteries
Beetlejuice,
drained
Beetlejuice,
were just like
Beetlejuice.
I guarantee you he does not remember that, but
Oh my goodness.
that memory lives rent free in my head.
We digress.
Rent free.
Rent free, I love
Anyway,
it.
I love that we both have gremlin monkey stories. Obsessed. Fucking obsessed. Anyway,
Back to the outline.
whew, here's the big truth about all these things, you guys. If somebody hasn't, and if they have big feelings, okay? If you have big feelings and you have not potentially grieved this body type or this image that you wish you had,
Mhm.
you are dead ass gonna feel attacked
Mhm.
by the body that you actually have
Mhm.
in once I reveal it to you. And then you're gonna blame me, it happens,
Yeah.
for being the one to reveal it to you. You gonna be real big mad.
Yeah.
Big mad at Blair.
Yeah.
Big mad.
What's that? Don't shoot the messenger?
Yeah, but I get shot
Yeah.
at by those people all the
Yeah.
time. They get big mad,
Yeah.
and those are the ones that leave, like, the angry Google reviews.
The angry Google
They
reviews.
get big mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have the feels about something we're talking
Yeah.
about today.
But I mean, there's your roadmap for self-worth, right? Your self-work. Not self-worth, but self-work.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's okay to have big feels,
Yes.
but you gotta be ready.
Yes.
I'm there with you.
Yeah.
I will hold you. I will hug you. I will. I'm
Mhm.
ready. I'm ready for the feels.
Yeah.
But you have to do your part too.
Yes.
Okay. Here's some negative emotional reactions that clients have experienced. That I've received. I've been on the receiving end. Okay. Shame and confusion. So
Mm.
I've been wrong my whole life. Blair, you're telling me I've been wrong. Okay. Fear. Will people see me differently now?
Yeah.
Especially with the gamins or the dramatics, the theatrical
Mhm.
side of the dramatics, right? Because you have this opportunity to live your life loudly in your style, and you should be.
Mhm.
You're gonna look more like you if you do.
Yeah.
And so those people, if they've been living real quietly, once they start doing that, they start looking more like themselves. You will garner more attention. It will be positive
Yes.
attention, but if they haven't been doing that, there's a lot of fear that comes in with that.
Mhm.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Grief. Comes in ways of people will think things like, the version of me that I imagined
Yeah.
may have never existed.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Or the version of me that I wanted is not who I am. Right?
Yeah.
That's
Those
big.
are no, they are they're very big feelings. They're very big. I mean, they're just they're light bulbs, but in a different, not like the aha light bulb, but the light bulb of there's some deep level of discord inside of me. And again, here's your roadmap for the work.
Totally. Totally. They'll also feel things of like jealousy. Well, why does that style look good on somebody else? Why them? How come them? Why them?
Because they're not you, babe.
Why them?
Yeah.
Why does that style look good on them, but not me?
Yeah. And there are valuable questions in that in terms of exploration of, like, honestly, why does something look great on a bean and doesn't look great on a natural?
Totally.
But being angry being angry, or I mean, I don't know. We all wish we were gamines for a minute, right? I wish that I had romantic essence, but I think being able to
You
identify
wanna bedazzle your T-shirts?
in
Nope.
like
In
in
theory.
my version of me, right? Like, well, I tell people all the time, like, there's times where I just wanna, like, shop for the life that I wish I had, like,
Yeah.
where everything is
Loro
exciting and
Piana?
yeah, and glamorous. This giant sheepskin jacket.
Deadass. Oh my god. That with a dog with shoes.
Yes, yes, the dog with shoes.
That
But
dog has more money than I do.
yeah, yeah. So I think, yeah, being intrigued by other essences can help you explore your own more deeply. But jealousy's not a good look, nor is it healthy for you
It's not
in
healthy
your
for you.
exploration.
You deserve
Yeah,
better for yourself.
absolutely.
You internally deserve
Yeah,
better, right?
yeah,
You. It's not that it's a good look. I don't care about the look.
yeah,
You internally deserve better for yourself,
yes.
right? People also feel sadness for a myriad of reasons. They'll feel sadness because of dieting,
Mhm.
because they didn't need to.
Yeah,
Because I talked to you about the fact that like your kibby's your kibby,
yeah,
right? You could gain or lose 100 pounds. It's not going to change the guide, the lines of why things
yeah.
look good on you.
Well, and you've talked about, like, you can't spot train
No, can't spot
you
reduce.
can't spot train your body, you can't spot reduce unless you're having surgical assistance to some degree.
Dead ass.
Um,
And any trainer's going to tell you that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, our sweet friend Amber is a great example of that, and even just things about, that I've
She
learned
got a booty that
she
don't
got
quit, you
yeah,
guys.
yeah, she works that booty, um, in the gym with
Not on a
weights.
pole.
Like, in the gym with weights,
Mm.
let this
I was like,
classic
girl,
clarify.
hold on.
Yep. Okay, here we go, back it up. Let's straighten my
Back
back
it
and
up
my
like that booty.
Speaking of which, I got in the car the other day and
Yeah.
Baby Got Back was on the radio, and my kids were like, "What is this song?" I was like, "It's the song the bunnies
You're
sing."
like fire. It's fire is
It's
what it is.
fantastic, and then we went through a whole, like, generational musical education, which was fantastic.
I love this.
But anyway,
I love where this conversation just went.
in
Levity.
in the gym, but just things about learning for me in my, like, workout education, learning, like, the length of your femur and how that affects your ability to move, and how you work in certain
Like what I was
exercises.
telling you about, I was like,
Yeah,
there's because of my I dead ass cannot do a squat. Like
yeah,
literally, it is physically impossible.
yeah,
I literally cannot.
yeah.
Yeah. Soft
So
dramatics, I promise you guys. If you're like, but why is it so fucking hard for me to do a squat? It's because our bodies were literally not designed for it. Not a joke.
yeah,
I promise you. It's like literally physically not made for it.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, dieting.
Yes,
You
dieting.
guys can be really upset because
Yeah.
you're like, shit, I didn't have to hate my body
Mm,
to turn it into something because it wouldn't have made a difference. The rules are still going to be the same.
mhm.
The maxis are still going to love you, or the 7/8 pants are still going to love you, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They'll have sadness over squeezing into silhouettes that never loved them back or never will, right? Sadness over forcing an essence or the vibe of their clothes,
Yeah.
right? That was never it,
Yeah.
right? Forcing that romantic when
Mhm.
like you a classic and you need to look expensive,
Mhm.
not look like a fire ass mafia wife,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Right.
Every time I put something on with a ruffle, I'm like, "Please take it off. Please
Mhm.
get it off."
Well, that's ingenue.
Yes. Yeah.
You do not need to look like a princess.
Yeah.
No princess for you, my love.
Yeah. Big certain floral prints, yeah. Yeah. The response is visceral.
You're like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
And then last but not least, anger. This anger is a big
Mm.
one. Anger. People look at me, well, why? Why can't I wear what I want? Why can't I wear what I like? You can.
You can.
You dead ass can. I'm just telling you, number one, I'm the messenger. Number two, you paid for this. You paid to learn things. Number three, wear dead ass whatever you want to. I'm just here to give you the information.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what you can and can't do. This is not me telling you a good person or bad person. I don't care.
Yeah.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah. Well, and you do ask people, "Is that a dopamine piece for you?"
All the time.
And that's a different question.
If you love something and you are obsessed with it, I will be upset at you if you do not buy it. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
your body type or your essence.
Yeah.
And for me, the indication of a dopamine piece is I'll look at you and I'm like, "Would you be buried or cremated in it?"
Mhm.
Because if you would be buried or cremated in something, I'm like, "You dead ass better buy
Yes.
that."
Yes. In that case, go
If you
ahead
would
and
wear
buy
it
it.
every single day and be buried or cremated in it, you better buy that.
Yeah.
It's very important. And here's why, you guys, like, these reactions, a lot of people think they indicate failure
Mhm.
because a lot of us in society have been taught, and especially in corporate America, like EQ, EQ, EQ.
Mhm.
A lot of people think that EQ is like shutting down your
Yeah.
emotions. Negative ghostwriter. What EQ is it's actually having your emotions out everywhere on full display and then being able to select the one that you would like to show at any given time. You have such a mastery over your emotions
Mhm.
that you can utilize whichever one that you want at any given time.
Yeah.
That is actually what EQ is.
Yeah.
Okay. You having emotions does not make you a failure
No.
in any way,
No.
shape, or form. You need to feel, period. Eh,
Yeah.
Full stop. But what they are evidence of is this deep self attachment. And what I mean by
Mhm.
that is that you really love yourself, which a lot of people are like, I didn't, I do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Number one, you love yourself. Number two, you are searching to connect to yourself authentically.
Mhm.
This is such a good thing. And it is so, so important because in style analysis, that's actually the first step towards authenticity.
Mhm.
You need to be able to actually love yourself and know that you want to go deeper
Yeah.
so that you can find that authenticity. What most people are searching for. They come in and they say, Blair, I just want to look more authentic.
Yeah.
Cool. This dead ass does
Yeah.
that.
I'm tired of not looking and feeling like who I am or who I wanna be in the things that I'm picking out. And when you sit back and you think about that sense of failure, I would almost challenge people to release that because why would you think that if you haven't been taught or haven't been given the tools, unless you're just naturally gifted at it, unless you just have an eye for it, why would you think you'd be able to like figure it out and get it perfectly and like nail exactly who you are when often who you are is evolving and changing and growing. So it's I think taking the time to get down to like kind of the center layers of the onion, if you will.
Yeah. But it's not always failure of them like not and maybe I didn't explain this correctly. It's not really failure of them not dressing themselves correctly. It's actually they feel failure that they showed emotion.
Okay.
Like, they
Yeah.
feel a lot
Okay.
like, I have a lot of people, like, that get real they feel a lot of shame
Yeah.
that they, like, had an outburst,
Yeah.
and then they don't know that they are experiencing shame because they can't put words to it, and they start
Mm.
becoming really closed off, or
Yeah.
they'll get even more angry, or they're pulled back
Yeah.
a lot or
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you have to be someone. If you're
Mhm.
going to do this work that I do, you have to be someone because I get questions about this all the time in our inbox and our email. Blair, I want to do what you do. How do I become like you?
Yeah.
If you want to do this work, you have to be someone that does have a high level of EQ.
Yeah.
You have to be someone that loves people because you are working with so many people that are attached to their physical self.
Mhm.
They don't know how to detach their feelings
Yeah.
from their style
Yeah.
and what they look like.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to ebb and flow
Yeah.
with people so easily.
Mhm.
It is truly like counseling and therapy.
Yeah.
It is truly like that. I'm not telling you guys I am a therapist, but this is why I tell you guys, like, this is way more like therapy than you think.
Yes.
And if you want to go into this work, you truly have to have a love of people and want to help them,
Yeah.
let alone the ability and credentials for style,
Yes.
let alone that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about work clients should do before the style analysis. What should they be doing? What should they be doing? Okay,
Yeah.
well, first thing, the easiest one is, am I ready to see myself honestly? Look, that sounds like an easy question to be like,
Yes.
am I ready to look at myself in an honest fashion? But like, no, for real. Like, you need to like look at yourself in the mirror and be like, do I really want someone to tell me all my secrets about my body?
Yeah.
And a stranger at that,
Yeah. Am I
right?
ready to hear the hard things?
There
Yeah.
is a lot of a parasocial relationship that
Mhm.
happens with my clients because they'll see me online or they'll see us on YouTube or they'll listen to us on the podcast. And so they really feel like they know us.
Yeah.
And so, when I say stranger, they're like,
Mhm.
"Nah, girl, you're not a stranger."
Yeah.
But I mean, truly, I still am though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because when you have somebody that says something that you don't like, that's going to snap you out of that reality and be like, "Who's this bitch think she is?"
Mhm.
Oh, that parasocial come back
Yeah.
real quick,
Yeah. No, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
right? Number 2, you have to release those aspirational identities. So, for example, you guys have to stop thinking about like the celebrity body types that you
Mhm.
could be because everybody starts asking that. They're like, well, who's a celebrity that has my same body type? It what you got the question that you actually are asking me is not the one that you're asking me. What
Yeah.
you're actually asking me is who can I look towards for the way that they're dressing so that I can try to dress like them.
Mhm.
A lot of them don't have stylists
Yeah.
that are actually dressing them day to day, number 1. Number 2, when they do, they're being given clothes that
Yeah.
are for certain events, that are for certain situations,
Yeah.
and I don't know if did I say 1, 2, or 3? Did I say ABC?
A, 2, and D.
Who yeah, right. I have ESPN, you guys. Um, and lastly, um, the probability that it's their kibby, slim
Yeah.
to none.
Yeah.
Like what you're actually asking me is who can I copy? And the answer is no one. You are the celebrity. You are
Yeah.
one of one.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
no. And
We're the
people get
one and only ever you.
so mad when I
Yeah.
say that. I'm like, I know what you're actually asking, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But on the page, on the website, I do give
Yeah.
you celebrity besties.
Yeah.
Go with God and do whatever you're going to do with that information. Right? But like, stop praying to be an SN
Yeah.
like J-Lo or a romantic like Drew
Yeah.
Barrymore. Like, stop it. Basta. That is not
That
for
is
you.
enough.
Basta means stop in Italian. Um, or for example, having Pinterest boards that are built on fantasy. Like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be an ethereal, and when she tells me that I am, I will dress like
Yeah.
this. Stop it. You need to be detaching value from body types or essences,
Yes.
right? So, for example, if you come in and I tell you that you're a natural and you're like, well, they're not valuable, they have width. It's gonna make me feel fat and unlovable. Naturals are fat because they're wide.
Yeah.
Um,
They're 2
that's
totally
fine.
different things, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine. You don't wanna be a supermodel, no big deal.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Go along.
Yeah, okay, cool, no big deal. Classics. Being a classic doesn't make you boring. We get so many emails about that.
Mhm.
Lauren literally has a canned response for it
Mhm.
now. So
Yeah.
just heads up, you guys, if you have messaged us within the last, I don't know, year about like, does being classic make me boring? You have gotten a canned response because so many of you message us
Yeah.
about that. Being romantic does not automatically make you slutty.
Mhm.
Guess what? Being dramatic does not automatically make you too much to handle.
Correct.
Too much to handle from who? People that have never been interesting? Says the dramatic.
Yeah.
Um, next thing is accept that liking something does not equal you being suited for it. You gotta release that just because you like it. does not mean it loves you back,
Mhm.
right? You can read the menu at a restaurant. It doesn't mean you should order. We talked about this
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's for you. I love pancakes, but they make me hella sleepy,
Mhm.
right? I wanted a nap so
All
bad
that
after we ate brunch yesterday.
all that carb
So many
goodness.
carbs.
Yes.
They were so
Yes. No,
yummy though,
exactly. Exactly.
right? Last thing is that people need to prepare for cognitive dissonance. What that means is cognitive dissonance is essentially this mental discomfort from holding two opposing beliefs simultaneously.
Mhm.
For example,
Mhm.
it means that two truths can coexist at the exact same time. I love this style, and it does not love me back. That's cognitive dissonance.
Mhm.
I love this
Yeah.
style, and it doesn't love me back. Blair, I love this jumpsuit, and I look like garbage in it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Understand that the goal of me talking to you, it's harmony within your clothing. I'm not here to validate your ego. I love you though. I do love you.
You.
Here's what preparing yourself for
Mm.
style analysis looks
Yeah.
like. Okay. An emotionally ready client will come in having done these things. Number one, they're curious rather than defensive,
Mhm.
right? They're ready to learn so much more about themselves rather than defend their body or their style choices.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about your shirt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You guys are open if you're a great client, like you're open to experimentation. Kind of like I said earlier, like putting the dramatics, the FNs, the DCs, the
Mhm.
FGs in the drop waist dresses,
Yeah.
right? Those of you that are like, I don't know, girl, but I'm gonna try it. I'm like, come on, you're gonna look amazing. And then you see yourselves and you're like, I look like a fucking snack. I'm
I
like,
am
yes, you
yeah.
do.
No, I'm grinning ear to ear because I when I go shop with Blair now, I will put on anything she tells me to. Like, I will if you say, "Would you wanna try that?" And I'm like, "I will." If you're telling me I should try it, I will try it because I am in sponge stage of this where, like, I probably never would have picked it out for myself, but if you're seeing something in it, then I owe it to myself to see if I can see what you see. Or maybe we put it on and we're like, "Man, nope, not that.
And that
Not
totally
that." It
happens
does totally happen, but
all the time.
every single piece of clothing that you put on is a piece of information
Hmm.
about where you need to take additional steps.
And I think that that is such an important thing we need to talk about really fast. A lot of people think as soon as I know my information, I will never make a mistake again. The hell is that? What? No. What it does is it gives you the guardrails to make more informed
Mhm.
decisions.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
doesn't mean that you're immediately going to understand everything. There is still play that happens constantly.
Yeah.
As a stylist, I don't get everything right 100% of the time. I get a lot right. For
Yeah.
example, I get a lot right with my clients pretty immediately, but there are things that I don't get right. And that to me is even more exciting than getting it right.
Mhm.
Because, like you said, that is a piece of information that I didn't have before.
Yeah.
That's more exciting to
Yeah.
me. I prefer the information than being right all the time. Honestly,
Yeah.
it gets boring being right.
Yeah.
If you have the EQ to grieve a style narrative that was like an
Mhm.
old one that you were telling yourself. Example, giving yourself permission to go into your closet and take the time to remove the styles that don't love you back. Guys, that's cathartic.
Yeah.
And it's really necessary for some of us.
Absolutely, and, as I did that in my own closet, I looked at the things that still had tags on them.
Oh,
I looked at the things
brr.
that every single time I put it on, I ended up taking it off for one
Mhm.
reason or another. Um, I looked at things that I hadn't worn in a long period of time.
God bless.
You know, and some of that was just a matter of, like, being pregnant and having babies and nursing and my body changing and losing all of the baby weight and all of these different things, but there were reasons, and before I paid someone to help me figure out what to buy, before I paid someone to help me organize my closet, I was like, "I gotta back this up and figure out what's not working."
Yeah.
And I did start to see trends of certain colors and, um certain styles of things and certain jackets where the shoulders were just too narrow that I mean, I felt like a little robot man dancing every time I put the jacket on. We're like,
What's up, Mr.
why can't
Roboto?
I lift my arms
Tomo
past a
arigato.
certain point?" Right? But take that. It's a really valuable exercise if it's not something you've ever done.
And I also call it cinnamon. And this comes from Genevieve, comes from my daughter when she was 3. So BB heard me talking to a client and she goes, "Mommy, what's cinnamon?" And I had said sentimental to a
Mm.
client. She goes, "What's
Mhm.
cinnamon?" And I tell clients, we call it cinnamon now. And I
Yeah.
say, it's okay for you to touch a piece of clothing while you were doing a clean out and you go, "Oh, that's got a feel attached to it."
Yeah.
It has cinnamon. It has cinnamon value.
Yeah.
And I tell you guys, though, it is real important for you to touch whatever that is, for you to say out loud,
Mhm.
"This is why I feel this way about this."
Yeah.
And if you need to leave it there for that clean out,
Mhm.
fire. Leave it
Yeah.
there. You don't have to get rid of it right then. Okay. Maybe you'll do it the very next clean out.
Yes.
Maybe you'll do it after that. Or maybe it's a family heirloom that you will never get rid of. So it will have cinnamon in perpetuity.
Mhm.
Fine.
Yeah.
But say out loud why it's cinnamon because sometimes that will actually remove
Mhm.
the special of
Yeah.
whatever it is, the quote unquote special.
Yeah.
That's a secret that I use with clients all the time.
Yeah.
Big secret.
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
And we call it cinnamon,
Yeah.
cinnamon value.
Yeah.
Seeing analysis. So, another way that you can be prepared is seeing your analysis as information,
Mhm.
not judgment. This isn't judgment. I'm not judging you. I don't care. I love you.
Yeah.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
This is just information about yourself. This is just more information for you to use to dress
Mhm.
yourself
Yeah.
because you deserve that.
They're data points.
More is more.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yep.
dramatic, y'all. More is
More
more.
is more. More is more.
Especially soft dramatic. More is more.
I'm a data nerd, so for me, I look at they're not judgments, they're
Mm,
data points, and I look at a lot of things in my life like that because it helps me to keep emotional distance from things that don't need to take up emotional space in my mind.
girl, I agree with you. And look, style analysis can dead ass feel like judgment. It
Mhm.
can. It's if you let yourself get in those feels, it can feel like judgment about your body and your personality. It can feel like that. But it is literally just information, aka words. It
Mhm.
is just words about how to improve or pivot your style.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all this is. This is just words. Okay. Clients that are ready for this understand that femininity is not when softness is not assigned.
Mhm.
So I'll give you an example. Or excuse me, femininity is not lost
Mhm.
when softness is not assigned.
Mhm.
Let me give you an example. Erin is a flamboyant natural with a classic essence. She's one of the most beautiful women you will ever see on the face. Like, there is not one person that would ever say when we walked in the studio where they're like, "Damn, man, that's a dude,
Wish she were prettier.
man." Like, no,
Yeah.
you walked in here and nobody was like, "That's a dude." No. If you look at that, FN, your body type is on the yang end of the spectrum. That's
Mhm.
quote unquote masculine, right?
Mhm.
This has nothing to do with gender. And then classic, that's balanced. You are right in the middle of
Mhm.
all of this. But that has nothing to do with your femininity.
Yeah.
You are stunningly beautiful. You are a freaking supermodel. Just because you're flamboyant natural does not mean you've lost any of your femininity. Just because you're a dramatic body type and you're a skyscraper and maybe you right, like you have that incredible, like rectangular body type, that does not mean that you've lost any of the softness in yourself. There's some incredible things that we can do to
Yeah.
dress your body to like, oh
Yeah.
god.
And your menswear inspired clothing doesn't doesn't make you manly.
Yep. Sure does not. It doesn't. Also, clients that are ready for this, they understand that authority is not lost if your essence is not dramatic.
Mm,
They understand that. You actually gain authority when you look like you.
absolutely.
That's when you gain authority. That doesn't even matter if you're an ingenue.
No, no. Because when you are comfortable in who you are and you're comfortable and confident in your clothing, it is electrifying. Like people will come towards you because they want that energy. They see that energy that's like so
Because you look
successful
like
in you
you.
because you look like you and you feel like you.
I'm going to give you a great example, the perfect example. Yesterday, I was walking down the corridor when I was headed to I was at the airport,
Mhm.
right? And I was walking to the plane. And one of the girls that was pushing a wheelchair, ingenue essence,
Mhm.
she's so cute. She had Hello Kitty, a big one, Hello Kitty bow in her hair. Like, it literally looked like the cartoon.
Mm,
Hello
mhm.
Kitty bow in her hair right here, and she had long hair and she had bangs. She was so precious. I looked at her and I said, "I love your bow."
Yeah.
She just lit
Lit
up.
up.
She
Yeah.
goes, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Imagine if she was dressed like a classic, if she did because of course she was dressed in her uniform because she works at the airport, but that's her accessory as an
Mhm.
ingenue. That makes her who she is. If she wasn't wearing that,
Yeah.
then she doesn't, or maybe she could even be Gamine too,
Yeah.
right? Whatever it was that she is. Like, if she wasn't wearing that, she wouldn't be her.
Yeah.
There are people that will tell you that you're too much because they're not enough of who they are. That's a them
It's a them
problem.
thing. It's not a you thing.
Even her with her Hello Kitty
Mhm.
bow, there's authority there because she's her. You're being authentically who you are. There's a confidence
Mhm.
that is unshakable when you start dressing and looking more
Mhm.
like yourself.
Yeah.
There's a saying that I have when I talk to CEOs and executives. There's a deck that I have when I speak to them. And one of the very first things is this slide. And the quote is, "It dead ass starts with a shirt." So there is a direct tie between authenticity
Mhm.
and influence.
Yes.
And the way that it works is when you look like you have this unshakable confidence. You walk into a room and you stare at people, like you shake their hand, you don't break eye contact. You don't feel ashamed in any way because you know you look good and you feel good and you're going to just own that room,
Yeah.
right? And people are going to see you and go,
Mm.
I trust them. I trust that person. And it only takes, honestly, 2 times
Mhm.
for people to have been in the same room as you or meet you or something like that for them to go, "You know what? I actually really trust everything that Erin says because she is, number 1, confident, and number 2, she doesn't put on airs.
Yeah.
She seems really genuine."
Yeah.
And so what that does is you have just built influence for yourself.
Yeah.
And guess what it started with? A shirt. It dead ass starts with a
Mhm.
shirt.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a big
It's
deal.
a huge deal.
It can start with a Hello Kitty bow in your hair. Confidence does not come, authority does not come from an essence. It comes from you,
Mhm.
dead ass being who you are. It's amazing. It's amazing. Also, beauty does not come from fitting in with other people.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of people are going to be like, she's about to say beauty comes from within. No, actually, it comes from fitting in your mold.
Mhm.
What is your style ID?
Yeah.
It's not that it comes from within. I mean, sure, yeah, whatever. Like, it's your essence, it's your body type, it's your whatever. But, like, it is your particular combination.
Mhm.
It comes from honoring that.
Yeah.
That's the harmony that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
The beauty, it's the harmony of your colors and your body type, your lines
Mhm.
and your essence, your vibe.
Yeah.
It comes from all of those things working together. That's the harmony, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about seeing.
Yeah.
When you see all of those things working together, you're like, damn.
Mhm.
Okay, I see you,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. So if I have a client that will end up reframing their disappointment into like liberation, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Because you haven't lost anything but clothes that don't love you back.
Mhm.
Girl, you haven't lost anything but like the reminder that jumpsuits are not for you.
Yeah.
Uh, they are not for me. They have to, there's a very certain type of jumpsuit that I need to wear.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Then I gained information on styles that will make me look like me.
Yeah.
I haven't lost anything.
No.
I've gained way more.
Yeah. I took a, like, laundry basket's load of clothes from my closet that didn't love me back to a consignment sale. And it was the most, I mean, when after I, like, got over the feeling of wanting to throw up a little bit about it, it was so freeing to realize that I haven't worn this. I don't have to, it doesn't have to take up physical space in my life. It doesn't have to take up mental space in my life anymore. Somebody is gonna find this and think it's fantastic, and they're gonna go and love it, and it's great. Like, so freeing.
I agree with you.
So freeing.
My God, I cannot wait for us to get to the consignment episode.
Mhm.
Oh, oh
Speaking of,
my God,
your
can't
necklace is fabulous.
wait. Speaking of
So is
consignment,
mine.
and yours, and these earrings, and
Wait,
both of these
yeah,
bracelets. I love consignment.
yeah.
My God, I'm obsessed with consignment.
Alright, moving on.
I'm just dreaming
I know,
of my
right?
consignment
Love
shops.
the consignment shops, they're so good.
This is so good. I'm literally in my head. I'm like, what are they doing at the guild today?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's how to emotionally support yourself both during
Mm.
and after you have a style analysis. So here's, I call them the grounding strategies that's
Mhm.
really good for you. And I'm just going to read them off the
Yeah.
list. So, number one, when your emotions are going cray cray, easiest thing to do, just pause and breathe, baby. And if you got to get, and I will even, when I see you going bananas, I will literally look at you and I'll be like, we're going to take a cleansing breath.
Mhm.
We're going to go, like,
Yeah. Breath is powerful.
I will tell you guys to like chill, chill. And it's okay to like calm down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There is something that I call processing journal.
Mhm.
Essentially, it's just like keeping notes on what you're seeing, feeling, hearing, right? Some people like to journal.
Yeah.
If you like to journal, this is a great place, a
Yes.
great addition to your journaling. Cool. Here's some prompts. Journal after you had your style analysis.
Yeah, and even throw in all, like, as the questions come to your mind, throw all those questions in there, because sometimes the patterns in the questions can be revealing, and then if you get to a sticking point, then that's when you circle back.
Yep. Well, and what I tell you guys is typically if you are working this and you're really trying to figure out like what does this what works, what doesn't work, you're trying to create combinations, you're
Mm.
playing in your closet, you're shopping, or whatever. About 4 to 6 weeks in,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, I got to talk to Blair. You're going to
Yeah.
be like
Truth.
spazzing out
Yeah.
a little bit. And so this is why when you get your follow-up email from us, like in a day after you've had your analysis, um, there's a little link in there that basically says like you should really just pre-book
Yes, you should.
that personal
Yes, you
styling
should.
because slots fill up so fast. And by the time you get to that 4 to 6 weeks, you're gonna be like, oh, thank God I pre-booked this.
Yes.
Like future you will thank you.
Yes.
Um, if you need to give yourself about 1 to 2 weeks before you go shopping.
Yes.
You gotta let yourself sleep on it.
Yeah. Resist the urge to, like, run to the store the next day.
It's hard.
It really is hard.
It's
But
hard.
if you have to do something, spend time looking at the things that you have.
Some of us are GSDs. Erin and I call that get shit done women.
Yeah.
We're GSDs.
Fix it now.
And so we're like, I'm going to do everything. So the second that I tell people, like, it's going to take you 6 to 12 months, the GSDs are like, bitch, I will do it in 6 weeks. I'm like, oh,
Tomorrow.
calm down. Like, that is not a challenge.
Yes. Yeah.
I love you, and I need
Yes.
you to love you.
For your mental health, please let it take that long.
This is not a game. That's
Not a game, not a game.
not trying to challenge you. Yeah, I know, because I would take it as a personal challenge.
You would.
I would. Dead ass. Looking dramatic.
Yeah.
Avoid calling friends for any validation.
Mhm.
Avoid it. Especially when you're in what I call the trigger zone, which is
Yeah.
where you're like in this, should I pull the trigger on buying something?
Mhm.
Th- They don't know your rules,
Correct.
quote unquote,
Yeah.
your guidelines. They
Yeah.
don't know anything
Yeah.
unless they've had their own style analysis done with me. They have no idea what you just went through.
Mhm.
They don't know.
Mhm.
They don't know. They don't know. They also don't know your body type.
Yes.
They don't know.
Yeah.
So they're so well-meaning, but they don't know.
Yeah.
They love you, but they don't know.
But they don't know.
Wear your old clothes while you're easing into the new ones. I am not here to tell you to throw the baby out with the bathwater, you guys.
Mhm.
I am very into sustainability when it comes to clothing. In fact, I'm the person that's like, hey, I wonder if we could dye this or tailor this in your closet to make
Mhm.
it more for you.
Yes.
I do that a lot with you guys. The naturals, not so much. Just a lot less things we can tailor in your closet.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
But we've talked about dyeing cashmere sweaters that I have.
turtly.
That the lines are great and
Yep.
the fabric is a dead win for me,
Yep.
but I bought them when I was a different season than I am now. I wasn't really a different season, but, you know, when my
When you
when
were told,
when my season was not reflective of my personal coloring.
when your season was told you had far less chroma
Yes.
than you had,
Yeah.
hashtag reflective.
Yes. So,
Because your chroma's so high.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't take the time to look at what you already have and to play in what you already have, and even sometimes to sit in some of the, like, the feels, then you miss opportunities to give new life to some of the things that you may have.
Hell yeah.
So,
What's so funny too is when I'll do closet cleanouts with my clients, because there will be ones that are like, I'm ready to do a closet cleanout. I'm like, great. You ready to get rid of all your stuff? Cool. And so we do it based off, body type, essence, sometimes seasons too, and what they're left with. Usually not a lot. And they look at it and they're like, no wonder I loved all this shit. And it's like the stuff that they typically only wore.
mhm.
They're like, this is literally the stuff that I only wore.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I haven't worn this a lot, but they're like, I do really look good in this. I'm like, yeah, you do. It's your body type and your
Yeah.
essence.
There's a lot of good information buried in there.
Yeah,
Go
right?
get it.
And now everything goes together.
Yes.
Now it all goes now it's Garanimals.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, treat this as a transition. This is not an identity swap. You are not a new person. You've always been this person. Let it shine. Let your freak flag fly.
Mhm.
You are who you are, Lady Gaga.
Love it.
Do you, boo-boo? Right? Normalize that there are some of us that are going to go through shock and denial and bargaining and sadness and
Mhm.
acceptance and empowerment, because there is always a point where in this journey, the new style starts to feel like home.
Mhm.
Like that cycle of grief, there are a lot of people that go through that and then they're like, wait, I love this. It's okay. It's okay to have your feels. Do you, boo-boo?
Yeah.
Have your feels. It's fine. You're not wrong.
No. Those are pieces of information too.
Have your feel. Do you? So final thing is this. I'm not trying to, like, scare people into not having an analysis. I just wanted to have this, like, super cards on the table, like, this is what analysis is. This is how
Mhm.
some people feel. I want you to have all the information to, like, tell yourself, Blair is one of the only people on the face of the planet that honestly talks about style analysis and what goes through this. Girl, I have never heard any image consultant talk about what a style analysis actually is and what goes through, like what people mentally go through. I've actually never heard anyone talk about this, which is why I was so passionate about doing this episode.
I'm, like, looking away because 'cause I'm going to my thinking spot.
Yeah,
It's like,
same.
have I actually and no, I've heard a lot of, like, this is what you're gonna walk away with, you're gonna know these things, but I have never I think I can confidently say that I have never had anyone talk about the depth of what style analysis can hit if you're truly doing the examination,
You wanna know why?
because people wouldn't do it.
That's correct.
It
Because
would be too scary or too hard.
there is a fear there
Yeah,
that if you revealed, oh, people could feel things, then they wouldn't book and I wouldn't make money.
yeah.
In my experience, it's actually the opposite of the more you open the kimono and you reveal to people, hey, this is what XYZ is going to be,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
I'm going to be there for you.
yeah,
And this is the level of honesty that I utilize in my practice. They are always there for it
yeah.
because they are looking for that person
Mhm.
that is that level of honesty.
Yeah,
And what I always tell business owners is your vibe attracts your tribe.
yeah,
The people that are for you are gonna love everything.
yeah. And I feel like there's a good number of your clients that have really taken the time to decide that you are the one that they want to hire. Like, they've watched and they've waited and they've
Y'all
observed.
stalk.
We stalked,
Y'all
we
stalk.
stalked. But
Yeah, y'all stalk, which is, like, honestly an honor because y'all wait in the wings. You're like and then there's, like, one video that you're like, "Alright, I think she's it." Like
yeah, yeah.
so, give yourself the ability to say, like, "Okay, if you're nervous about booking, that's okay. It's okay if you're nervous. It's gonna be just fine."
Mhm,
Any of you that have felt triggered, wait, maybe about things that we said in this episode or triggered beforehand
mhm,
about a style analysis, that is also okay. Maybe you weren't ready then and you're ready now. Maybe you're still not ready now. Or maybe this is a challenge that you're wanting to issue for yourself
mhm.
where you're like, I really want to do this because this is part of identity work that I'm working on for myself. Maybe you're doing it with your therapist. I work with a ton of therapists
Yeah.
where this is actually part of the work
Mhm.
that they are doing with their clients. So if
Yeah.
this is something that you want to connect your therapist and I on
Mhm.
as part of your treatment, talk to them about that
Yeah.
because I work with a ton of therapists that
Yeah.
way. That is very normal.
Yeah.
Very, very normal. There's a reason I tell you guys this is a lot more like therapy than you think it is. Okay. Again, I'm not calling myself a therapist. I do not have those credentials. However, this is, you learn so much about yourself and it feels like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Discomfort is growth. You learn so much more from discomfort
Mhm.
than you do from winning.
Yes.
That is a fact of life. I cannot change that.
Correct. Make the mistake, learn the lesson.
And this is your body. Your body is not a mistake. Your body is magical. You are magical. Come learn your magic.
Mm.
Your
You
magic.
are magic.
Why don't you want to learn your magic?
I wanted to learn my magic.
I want to learn your magic.
I've learned my magic, but I'm learning my magic.
I want you to come learn your magic.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You're magical. And I know that sounds woo woo AF. That's not what I mean it to be. But like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Truly. This is magic. This is not about control. This is truly about curiosity.
Absolutely.
Be curious, not judgmental. That is my favorite quote from Walt Whitman.
Mhm.
I've carried that quote with me since high school. Be curious, not judgmental. I'm so curious
Mhm.
about people, about places, about things. I have so many questions. I am so annoying. I'm so annoying. I'm so curious.
But it's so important.
You deserve this. You deserve to know about yourself.
You do.
This is such a long fucking episode.
It is.
But
We could make it 2 maybe.
oh my God. God knows how much they're gonna have to cut out.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was important. This is an important episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here with us today, you guys, to talk about this.
Mm.
It was something I really wanted to chat about.
I'm glad that you got to, release a piece of your soul into this and to really demonstrate how deeply you care about this process for your clients, that it's not just an end result for you, that it's not just an email or a check on a page, that it is really a deep investment in each and every single person who takes the time to spend that time with you.
I love each and every client. I'm obsessed with each and every client that I have. Every single one of you. Thank you guys for spending the time with us.
Yeah.
And if you decide to book your style analysis, head to my website, maevemelange.com, and you will find everything there we have created. There is a button right on the individual services page where you can see all the different services that we offer. There's a little button on style analysis that basically says basically like emotions checklist
Mhm.
where you can basically go through and
Yeah.
look and say like, am I ready
Mhm.
for a style analysis?
Yeah.
We made that for you guys. So if you're ready, feel free to either book immediately or go look at that checklist, chew on it and decide.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We'll talk to you super soon.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, pretty people.